Well, welcome everybody. I'd like to first of all wish you a very happy Easter and thank you for coming to class today. And I'm going to offer you a virtual Easter egg. So please take one. They're actually marble. So you can't eat them, but there's a virtual Easter egg for you. So happy Easter. So today for our class, it's going to be half a class. If you have a strap or something that resembles a strap, could be a belt, could be a scarf, could be a bathrobe tie, then please grab it. And also, if you have any blocks, it could be helpful. But if you don't, that's fine too. Or if you have books work really well, something that's a little bit elevated. So blocks. And the only other thing would be great to have if you have anything going on with your knees or also to sit on would be to have a blanket, okay? Often we go into lunges if it's the kneecaps, and also if you're a little tight in the low back, you might want to sit on a little bit of height. I'm actually sitting on one of these little court blocks, okay? So we will start in our comfortable pose, Sukhasana. So stretch your legs out, and then cross, let's take the left leg underneath, the right leg on top, pull the feet out to the side, and then take your buttock flush and pull it back a little bit. Just allow it to settle off of the sitting bones so you press firmly into the earth. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and let them slide back and down. Do that a few times. Beautiful. And then let your palms rest onto the back of your legs so the palms press up. You can also have your palms pressing down. This would be more like if you feel like you need to ground, a little hyper today, a lot going on. Or if you feel like you're more receiving, the palms face up. Thumb, index finger come together, universe. First finger individual, as we join them together. Jnana mudra, mudra of courage and wisdom. You let mine just press up today. And then let your thigh bones press down. Take the weight into the center of your sitting bones, so you feel your pelvic floor lift. We reach out to the crown of your head. Close your eyes. Soften your eyes, let your eyes recede back to the back of the skull and towards your heart. And just take a few centering breaths. You've arrived, the hard work is done, you've made it to class. Taking this time to nurture yourself throughout your busy day. Just take some easy inhalations through the nostrils and out through the nostrils on the exhalation. Make sure you're not overdoing the breath. For the breath to be able to deepen, the spine needs to be straight and strong. The respiratory organs need to be stress-free. The nervous system also has to be in a place where it can handle the load. And the lungs must have to be able to sustain the lengthened inhalations and exhalations. So after saying all of that, just make sure you're not overdoing it. You feel anxious or your eyes get a little watery or you get a little fuzzy in the brain, deepen your breath. Those are signs you're doing too much. So make it easy. Think of like a small child. How as they breathe in and out, their whole body moves with breath. The breath carries the prana, the life force throughout the body. First breath we take as we enter into the world is our inhalation. So feel that inhalation as if you're just being reborn. And as you exhale, release any stress. A few more breaths. Fear and hope cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So invite one in. Beautiful. Now bring your palms towards your heart. Lift your heart up and towards your thumb. So lift the chest fully. Take a beautiful inhalation, fill up. And as you exhale, bow the head down towards the heart. As you lift the heart up, you meet the mind. And set your sankalpa, which is really formed intention, set in the heart, whatever it is that you need today, that comes into your life. Beautiful. Now the next inhalation, as you take the head up, keep the eyes very, very soft, very gentle. And as you open your eyes, let your attention go straight forward, and then take your vision into the perimeter of the leg. Beautiful. And take your hands down, and again, roll your shoulders. Beautiful. Good. Now take your arms out to the side. Stretch your arms. Spread your palms. Now flip your palms up on the inhalation. On the exhalation, you can actually bend the elbows a little bit. Beautiful. Bring your palms together and bow your head towards your heart. Take your hand up behind your head. Inhalation, take the arms up, perhaps look up or straight forward. And as you exhale, take the arms all the way down towards the earth. Beautiful. Inhale, take your arms up, stretch into both sides of the room. Good. Exhale, turn the palms up. Bring the elbows together and bow the head downwards. On the inhalation, take the hands up behind the head and stretch the arms up. Maybe look up. Go at your own flow of breath. Exhale, bring the hands to the front and down to the side. Beautiful. And then roll the shoulders. Good. And then again, inhale, take the arms up. Good. Exhale, bring the palms up and draw the palms together, bowing downwards. Inhalation, take the arms up, look up or straight forward, mindful of the neck. As you exhale, take the fingertips to both sides of the room, stretching the arms, opening the chest, and bringing the arms down. Good. Roll the shoulders at the bottom. And one more time. Inhale, arms come out. Exhale, flip the palms, bring the arms together, bow the head. Take the arms up behind you. Inhale, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, arms down by the side. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders at the end of the movement. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Good. Now drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. And stretch your left arm away. Take your left arm out. Breathe into the side of the neck for that beautiful breath. Couple more breaths here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Now tuck your chin in as if you're looking down towards the center of your chest. And pivot your chin towards your right shoulder. Really stretching those muscles at the side of the neck. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Bring the ear back to face the shoulder. And on the inhalation, lift the head up. And bring the hand down. Good. Turn the head from left to right. Just feeling a nice movement through the neck. Beautiful. Bring the head back to center. Good. Take an inhale and drop the left ear down towards the left shoulder. As you do that, stretch the right hand out. Also stay on the ground here and push into the palm. It's like you're pushing into a wall with your hand, stretching into the forearm extensors, the wrist area with the right hand. Beautiful. Now draw your chin in, lengthening the neck and draw the chin towards the shoulder and breathe into the right side of the neck. 2 more breaths here, breathing in fully. Turn the head back to center. And on inhalation, lift the head. You can always use your hand too. Bring the hand down, bring the head up. Bring both fingertips on both sides to the earth and turn your head from side to side. Finding freedom in the neck. Beautiful, good. Now take your right arm up and just hook it over to the left side of your head and just let the right ear go down towards the right shoulder. You can get a nice little stretch in all these muscles, trapezius, all these tight muscles in the shoulders. And you know, this is where tension can first show up in the body. And you can walk those left fingertips out a little bit if you like. If you get more stretch with doing this little flexed palm, try that. Wherever you are, just breathe. Let your body invite the stretch in, don't overdo it. Beautiful. Good. Now bring the left hand down and lift the head up. Bring the hand down. Good. Perfect. Let's change sides. Take the left arm up. Wrap the hand over the right side of the skull. Notice which side is tighter. And let the left ear come down towards the left shoulder. Perhaps walking the right hand out. And breathing. Beautiful, good. And then again, lifting the head up with your hand if it feels more supportive for you. Beautiful, bring the hand down. And then again, turn the head from left to right. Perfect. Good. Now interlock the hands. Press the arms out. Stretch the arms. Hug the arm bone deep into the shoulder socket. And stretch the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Good. Keep the webbing of the fingers pressing together. Yeah. Usually the little pinky fingers want to come apart, so try to knit them back in together. Pull the arms back without pushing the ribs forward, so don't back bend here. Think of softening your front ribs down towards your navel area. Don't pull them forward. Beautiful, big stretch. Stretch your side body, stretch from the outer hip to the outer shoulder, all the way up into the elbow, into the wrist line. Again, turning your head, just noticing how that feels. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing pose. Pull the arms back, push down to the sitting bones, press the thigh bones down, and lengthen. Beautiful. Now bring the arms down, change the crossing, so you'll just feel the opposite pinky on the outside. Just feels weird and strange, yeah? It's your weird grasp. And then press out. Pull the arm bone into the shoulder socket, knit in the shoulder joint together. Good, and then on the inhalation, let the arms come up without pushing the ribs forward. Think of lengthening your side body, as if your arms start right at your side waist. Spread and open your armpits. Good, press the arms up. Take a couple breaths here. Upward facing pose, or Parvattanasana. Beautiful. Good. Good. One more big breath, inhale. As you exhale, bring the arms down. Warms you up. Whenever the arms go over the head, really keep the body good. It's also a jubilant pose when the arms go over the head. Think about someone winning a race. Arms come up. Beautiful. Triumphant. Beautiful. Good. Now take your left hand across your body to your right knee. Take your right hand behind you. Keep looking forward. Lift up on the inhalation. And then as you exhale, start to turn your ribs, your belly, and your chest towards the right. Use your twist. Good, now sometimes we over effort the twist, so relax your back, elbow. You can also be on a block here. And relax on the exhalation. Don't tense the abdominals. See if you can relax a little bit more. The more you can relax the abdominals, the more you'll twist. And take a couple breaths here, unwinding tension through the twist. Twist and soak the abdominal organs. Bring fresh blood back into them when we come out. And also for the nervous system, right? We're bringing out the nervous system, bringing out tension like we're bringing out a rag. Beautiful, good. And then the inhalation, come back slowly. Those are your oblique muscles that help you turn. So make sure you can go a little spasm. Take a breath, inhale. Good, and on the exhale, take the right hand onto the left knee. Still look forward, because we tend to turn the head before anything else, yeah? Lift up, take a big breath again, inhale. And as you exhale, now rotate and turn. So the belly turns, and the rib cage turns, and the chest turns. And then at the end of the movement, once you've turned to your maximum, make sure you're not turning from your low back, then you could look over your back shoulder if you like. Relax your back shoulder, back and down. And take 3 more breaths. Inhale, growing taller with every breath. And as you exhale, moving deeper into the twist with softness. You have an old-fashioned rear washer, right, on the spin cycle. Twists are also fantastic for mobility of the spine. Tend to be a little sticky in our upper spine, a little more mobile in the lower back, sometimes too mobile. So think of all this movement in the shoulder blade, thoracic spine, also called the dorsal spine. Beautiful. And then on the inhalation, just slowly come back to center. Good. Roll your shoulders when you arrive. And now let's change legs, okay? So let's stretch your legs out. Perfect. And then just switch. Doesn't matter which one's in front. Beautiful. Good. And then take your arms up. Okay. We're going to take our right wrist and cross it over our left, like a little X, yeah? Good. Like a little butterfly wings. And then maybe bring the palms together. That works. Otherwise, stay here. Good. And then lift up, lift up, lift up. Got my right over my left. I'm going to turn now to the right. So you can pull the arms back a little bit. It's good for the neck. Releases the neck. Good. Push down to lift up. Root to rise. Push the sitting bones down and lengthen through the side bodies. Beautiful. Inhale, come back. Stretch the arms up. Take the left hand in front of the right. Little butterfly wings. Good. Here. Or bring the palms together. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. So pull your upper arm bones back, but don't push your head forward like a turtle, okay? If you're doing that, bring your arms forward. Pull your arms back only to a place where you're not pushing your head forward and you're softening your ribs down. Beautiful. Take a big breath, inhale. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Two more breaths here. Very nice. Come back. Bring the arms down. Good. Now walk forward with your hands. And this again, it really depends on the low back. So if it feels a little cumbersome in the low back, put your hands behind you. Keep your pelvis forward. Keep your spine straight. So you could be here with your hands supporting you, especially if the back feels a little tense. Otherwise, walk your hands forward for support. And think of leading with the collarbone. So don't lead with the head. The head has this long neck, right? So it cheats. We can cheat with the neck. So just come forward as if the collarbones have eyeballs on them, little Easter eggs today, and they are leading the movement, yeah? And then as you come forward, press the sitting bones back. For every action, there's a counteraction, so we push back to go forward. Then you could let your neck lengthen, but don't drop your head. Take a big breath, inhale. Feel the breath move into the upper back with your breath. Inhaling, filling up. Remember, it's not a big, giant breath. It's just a nice, easy breath without tension. And then you're going to walk over towards the right. Keep your arms shoulder distance apart. As I come to my right, I feel more of a stretch in my left side. If you want a little bit more, you can take your left hand and put it on the back of your right hand. And you can come deeper if you like. But there should be no pain in the low back, okay? No pain in the side low back. Breathe into your back body. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center. And on the exhale, walk over to the left. Good. Inhale, breathe in, exhale, come forward, only to your amount. You know, the nicest thing about practicing alone, like we're doing now, even though we're practicing as a community, that we don't have to keep up, right? We don't have to look at someone else and go, oh, I want to do that. I have to be able to do that. No, you don't. Yoga is an experiential practice. That's why it's so amazing. Let your body experience the movements. Stay with the breath. Quieting the mind. Beautiful, good. Now slowly come back to center and walk your hands back. Roll your shoulders back. Beautiful, take your hands onto your knees and guide your knees back up. Stretch your legs out, which should feel really good. Point and flex the feet a few times. Perfect. And then please come onto hands and knees. Now this is where you might need a little padding for your knees. If you do, put a blanket or a towel across. Otherwise, come into a tabletop position. Good, so have your knees underneath your hips and your hands right underneath your shoulders. If your shoulders are tight, you can turn your hands out just slightly, okay? But otherwise, make sure that your center of your wrist lines up with the center of your arm, right? Good, and then start to come into some very simple, slow cat-cow. So as I inhale, I want you to feel the movement of the spine. As I inhale, start to draw the chest forward, moving through the whole spine. So think of moving from the tailbone all the way up to the base of the neck. There will be places you feel a little sticky. Use your breath. And then as you exhale, push into the hands. Let's teach us weight bearing on the hands. And flex the spine into that beautiful cat shape. Look towards your knees. Pull your abdominals back and spread your upper back. Try not to go forward and back here. Just stay where you are on your hands and your knees and your toes. And then when you're ready, inhale, coming forward again. Moving through the full spine. 33 joints of the spine. From the tailbone all the way to the back of the skull. This is your back bend, spreading and opening the chest. And as you exhale, push into the hands again and come into cat pose, your flexion of your spine. Again, tucking the tail under, opening through the sacrum and moving back up through the spine until the head drops. Beautiful. Do that a couple more times, moving with breath. So as you move through this positioning of the body of the spine, moving the arm bone in the shoulder socket, you're moving the pelvis over the legs, and you're moving each vertebrae of the spine. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. One more time, and then when you finish, please come back into your tabletop. Good. Make sure you're not hyperextending your elbows. The creases of the elbows sort of line up with each other, but that depends on your shoulders. So that's a rough ballpark, yeah? Very nice. Good. Now from here, you're going to take your right leg back and lift the leg up so it's in line with this hip, okay? And then take the left arm forward. Come into balancing cat. Hold it here. Neck is long. You're looking slightly forward. Don't look up. Beautiful. As you exhale, bring the hand and the knee down. So one side will be stronger. Slide the left leg back. Keep the hips level. So your Easter egg basket is on the back of your pelvis, right? Lift the leg with that beautiful hamstring and glute, not your low back. That doesn't work. And then take the right arm forward. Stretch your fingertips towards the front of the room. And push your foot into the back of the room as if you're pushing into a wall. Draw your abdominals slightly in towards the back of the navel, towards the back waist, and breathe. Notice if you're holding your breath. On the next exhalation, please take the hand down. We'll do one more time each side. Inhale, right leg goes back. Good, and then lift it up. Right leg, left arm, hold it. Take a couple breaths here. Good. Notice if you're tipping more to one side. It's normal. One side will be stronger, one side will be weaker. You should stay longer on the hard side. Beautiful, and then lower the right leg, left hand. Last time, set it up before you go for success, yeah? Left leg back. Remember your Easter eggs, don't drop them, or your martini. It is Easter. There you go. And then right arm forward. Get long, reach the fingertips long, press the foot back, keep the hips level. Breathe. Very nice. Now put the hand and the knee back to the earth. Good, now this one, you're gonna take your right leg straight back, toes stay on the ground, please. Spin your left foot off of the mat. Just turn it sideways. Walk your left hand in, take your right hand onto your hip. Lean back, take the shoulders back, push the hand down. There you go. Now, keep the foot on the ground, the right leg on the ground, right foot, take the arm up. And breathe, yeah, beautiful. You could also turn your palm in, rotate the whole arm bone inwards towards your face, external rotation, and take the arm over your head, feel that nice side stretch. Then either look down or look towards the side of your room, or rotating the head from the base of the neck. Nice long neck, look up towards the hand. Beautiful, breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful, good. Now spin yourself back into your tabletop. Good, take a little breath, inhale. Exhale. Release any tension and also let go of any sort of attachments to any of the postures, right? Just stay with this moment. Good, stretch the left leg back. Turn the right foot off the mat, like a little kicks down on your bike, which you hope you've been riding. Take your right hand in. And then as if I'm leaning against a wall. Don't take the arm up right away. Okay, push down to the bottom hand. Roll the top shoulder back, take the ribs back, and then take the arm up. Spin the inner arm towards your face, and then reach the arm up and over it towards the front of the mat. Good, a couple breaths here. That nice side angle pose, really. Beautiful. Breathing in. Breathing out. Beautiful. Now take the hand and the knee back down. So you're back into table. Now just adding on or doing exactly the same thing again. Slide your right leg back. Spin your left foot out to the side. Put your left hand in just a little bit. Yeah, hands slightly forward at the shoulder. And then come on to the side view. Good. Take the arm up. Now pick this leg up, pull the knee in. That way you can get the leg a little higher than the hip, yeah? And then scoot it out. Yeah, this builds a lot of strength in those glutes, yeah? Ooh, cramping. Alrighty, breathe. Good, bring the foot in now towards the sitting bones. Lean back and open the chest. Breathe in, fill up. See if you can just be present with the breath. Yoga unites the mind, the body, and the breath. Calming that busy mind, the chatter mind, the monkey battered mind. Beautiful, good. Now come out the same way we went in, stretch the leg out, take the arm up, and spin back towards the left. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, flex back into cat. Relax the neck. Beautiful. Good. And then let's do the left side. Left leg back now. Right toes to the side. Right hand comes in. Come into this position. Lean back. If you take the hand up too soon, sometimes you don't lean back enough. So take your back ribs, front ribs come roll back a bit. There you go. Lean against your big imaginary wall. Take the arm up. Lift the leg as high as you can. Perfect. And then maybe grab a hold of the foot and pull the sitting bone and the heel together. Good, beautiful, good, very nice. Coming into that beautiful back bend, yeah? Maybe looking up. It's a version of Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. A little bit easier because we've got the ground a little bit closer. Beautiful, nice. And then come out the way you went in and come back. Good, now take your knees back a little bit. Walk back. This one helps to open the ankles for our downward dog. And sit onto your heels if you can. Now this sometimes feels really yucky for the feet. If you have a foot injury, do not do it, okay? Option B would be not to sit on the heels, to put a little towel there. Another one is to put the towel under the knees, okay? Otherwise, see if you can just hang in there for a moment, spread the toes. Good. This is really great for the feet. It's also great for, think of free reflexology. It's really starting to stimulate the organs of the body by working with the feet. Very nice. Good. Now walk forward. Walk your hands forward. Bring your sitting bones as far back as you can. We're moving into a pose called Puppy Dog or Adho Mukha Virasana, which is really a preparation for downward dog. Walk your hands forward. Draw your chest towards your thighs. Release your head. If your head doesn't touch the ground, you could put a block or a towel under it. We won't stay too long. Usually you want your head supported. And take the breath into the upper back, breathing fully. You should feel the toes really igniting here. You're pressing and flexing the toes. Very nice. Now just pull your body forward just a little bit. So I want you to feel that movement of the shoulders and the hips. Almost like you're doing a little pouncing action, but you're not going to pounce. Very nice. And then you're going to take your sitting bones back. And if downward dog is part of your practice, you might go there. If you feel it isn't, stay here, please. If you've got shoulder or wrist injuries, maybe stay here today. Otherwise, cover your knees off the ground and stay here. Crouch. Draw your ribs towards your thigh bones. Get deep into the legs. Try not to bounce forward, okay? Keep your ribs and your thighs as close together as you can and start to lift your sitting bones to the ceiling. Your legs are not straight yet. Push your hands down. Very nice, come up. Now to straight legs, roll onto the tippy toes, yeah? Heels high. Okay, let your head hang. Beautiful. Now simultaneously, Press your heels towards the earth. Don't worry if they don't touch. Get a nice big stretch in those back of the legs. Continue to lift your hips up and press your thighs back. Draw your chest towards your thighs. Release your head completely. Take your knees down at any time. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful pose. Stretches the back body. Brings all that fresh lymph fluid down into the heart area, chest area. Great for the immune system. It's an inversion. The head is lower than the heart. Perfect. Now bend your right leg. Turn your left heel in like a little piece of pie and press the left leg straight. So the back foot is turned about 45 degrees. The right knee is super bent. Good. Push into your left leg. Push your hands down firmly into the ground. Draw your chest towards your thigh. Good. Now come back to downward dog. Bend your left knee completely. Spin your right heel towards the earth, towards the center line of the mat, like a little piece of pizza this time. And push down into that back of the leg. You really feel this maybe in the calf, Achilles area. Nice stretch for the lower leg. Beautiful. One more breath. Good. Come back to downward dog. And then either walking or hopping if you want to be a rabbit today. Otherwise, I'm just going to walk up to the front of my mat. Bunny hops are definitely invited today. Here you go. And now bend your legs so you kind of look like you're doing a squat, yeah? Good. Cross your arms, holding each hand around the elbow. Take your weight forward, don't tip over. Don't do a face plant. Yeah, and then stretch your legs only as straight as you can. Keep your body bent, and so like almost in half. That's where we're trying to go. But you know, you might be here. This is cool too. You could also have your hands on your legs. Resting Uttanasana. Forward fold. Big stretch for the back body. It's a rest for the heart. Couple more breaths here. Lift your sitting bones. If your legs are straight, firm your thighs. Lift your kneecaps to release your hamstrings. Good. Feel that big back body stretch here. Again, head is lower than the heart. Increasing the lymphatic system into the respiratory organ. It's so good right now. Change the crossing of one elbow. It feels a little odd and weird. Sway a little bit from side to side. Beautiful. Good. Now take your hands to your thigh bones and then press up on the inhalation. Beautiful. Come all the way up. Once you're up, take your arms out and up. Look up if you can. Just straight forward. Exhale, hands to. We do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Straight forward or up towards your hands with your vision. Exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more times. Inhale. Good. So linking breath and movement. Very nice. Open to abundance. It's a triumphant pose. It's an exhilarating pose. Beautiful. Good. Now again, take your arms up, straight up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing arms. Beautiful. Good. Take your right hand, hold your left wrist, lift up through the left side of your body and come up and over to the right. Again, lean back a bit. Don't go forward. So you stay in this side bend, the side plane, yeah? Press your right foot down to the ground and maybe hover your left foot off. Find your balance. Looking down usually helps. Find something to focus on. Inhale, come back. Bend your knees. Take your left hand to your right wrist. Lift up. Get tall. Get long. Push into the feet. Move through the legs, through the pelvis, through the ribs, through the shoulders, through the top of the head. And then come up and over to the left side. As you come up and over to the left side, if you feel balanced, maybe take your right foot off the ground and come into just a balancing side pose. Oops. Beautiful. Very nice. Good. Come back up. Bring your arms down and stand in Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back. Tadasana is a template of all the yoga poses. So find your feet should be hip distance apart, and feel like you're basically on 4 little wheels of your car, right? The feet are big toe mound, pinky toe, inner outer heel. Push the feet down. Take your hands to the root of your thighs, top of your thighs, and press them back. They tend to pop forward, yeah? Think of lifting your pubis towards your navel, so your pelvis is upright. Your little Easter egg points, which are your hip points today, are straight forward. Your tailbone goes downwards, yeah? And then stretch your arms, turn your palms to face forward to open your chest and lift your chest. Take your skull back, close your eyes and take 3 breaths. Simply standing in Tadasana mountain pose when you're feeling a little overwhelmed, a little agitated, can bring us back to balance. And the Yoga Sutras, Yoga Chitti Vritti Nirodha simply means yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. Beautiful, good. Now open your eyes. And then come to the top of your mat. Perfect, good. Actually, I'm going to face you guys so you can see me. So it's just, you can be at the front. Take your, let's see, right leg up. As you bring the right leg up, preparing for tree, snuggle your left hip in. So don't stick it out like you're trying to slam your cord out shut, yeah? Keep your pelvis level, keep your hands on your hips to connect to your legs and slide your leg out. Now this really will depend on how your hips feel, right? So some people's knee will go right out, some people will be here, it doesn't matter, okay? Beautiful, find your variation. Let's come in again and go out again. Good, now snuggle your foot against your leg. If you want to go a little deeper, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. This is beautiful. If you'd like to go against the wall, that's even a lovely place to practice. Firm the left outer hip in. Take your right hand behind your leg, okay, and push your thigh bone, not your knee, thigh bone at the hip, backwards towards your palm, yeah? So you're opening up the hip. Take your hands out, point your fingertips down, spread and open through the wrist, as if you're pushing into heavy, heavy air, and then slowly take your arms up. Virasana, beautiful. Now, if you can't get your arms straight, just bring them wider. Relax your shoulders, continue to draw this leg bone out and snuggle this hip in. Beautiful, breathe in. Perhaps come back to your intention. Lovely. Now take your hand onto your hips, swing this leg forward. Always protect that knee. Move from your hip and bring your foot down. Bend your knees and roll your shoulders. Good. Now take your left leg up. Again, hands on hips to connect to those legs. So your pelvis is as level as you can get, yeah? And then open your leg bone out to the side, keeping this right hip pulling in, okay? And then come back in. Good. In and out. Very nice. Take the leg out. Put the foot, you know, the foot can be really down here. Usually that's where it lands. But there's nothing wrong with pulling it up. You want to go a little deeper. And then take your left hand behind you and push your left thigh bone out. Keep your pelvis level, firm your right outer hip. Again, pushing into those wrists, carpal tunnel area, firm extensors, fingertips down. Give yourself sort of a high five, upside down. And then take your arms up. Beautiful. If you want to challenge your balance, you could start with looking down, then you look forward, then you look up, and then maybe you close your eyes. Beautiful. Firm your outer hips, lengthen your side body. Beautiful. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms come down, knee comes forward, and we're back to mountain. Stand in mountain. Push your feet down, take the root of the thighs back, lift your pelvis up, spread and open the chest. Come back to your breath. Beautiful, good. Now open your eyes, and from there we're going to take our right leg up. So at the top of the mat, please. Take your right leg up, your hips are facing forward. It's called a neutral pose, right? The hips are neutral, meaning how you walk around, yeah? Step your right leg way back, nice and wide. Once you land, make sure your toes are aiming for the top corner of your mat, the right corner of your mat. It's a warrior one, yeah? Then take maybe a little wider stance if you need it, and drop into that front knee. There you go. Push your back heel down. You can always pick your heel up if it's really difficult to get it down. Maybe those legs are a little tight. And then bring your arms up. Let's take them out to the side for a moment. Little cactus arms, or someone said a rest in the arms, which maybe isn't the best word, especially if you're with kids, yeah? And then take your arms up. Finding freedom in the shoulders. Good, beautiful. Could go a little deeper into that front knee, yeah? A little deeper. Press the back leg back. And take your back wrist away from your back waist. If it feels good in your body, could you look up? Eventually the palms can come together, but make sure the arms stay straight. Yeah, this is a great pose for back pain, but you have to work in the right place, right? So don't pinch your back. Warrior one. Serene warrior. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your heart. Pick up your back heel and step forward. Good. Roll your shoulders and come back to mountain. So recreate mountain in the upper body in this pose, yeah? Pick up your left leg, step wide and back. So think of like on a train track. Then once you get there, you've got to turn your back toes. You want to have them turning to the left corner of the mat. Drop your heel down, otherwise your heel can be lifted, yeah? And sink into your front hip. So the front leg is at 90 or 90-ish, yeah? Stretch your back leg. Good. Back leg goes straight back, front knee bends, right? Externally rotating, and then bring your arms back. There you go. Take your back ribs away from your back waist. Can you lift your pubis up towards your navel? Like you have a zipper on the front of your pelvis. Push your back heel down. Maybe look up. If you can keep your arms straight, please bring your palms together. Your shoulders don't allow that, keep them apart. 3 breaths. Very nice. Bring your hands to your hips. Pick up your back heel and step forward to the front of your mat. Good, roll your shoulders. Good, now take your right leg back up, let's add on. Take it out to the side and come into tree pose. Yeah, good. Perfect. I had to touch the wall there, don't tell anybody. Good, now take your arms up. Perfect. Good, now from here, bring the knee forward and step back into your beautiful warrior one again. So your toes are turned slightly out, your heel turns in like a little piece of pie, right? Yeah, otherwise you can come into lunge here. Good, again, come into your beautiful warrior. Another big full breath, inhale. Exhale. Good, now pivot your back heel off the ground. So you're more into a lunge, you bring your palms together. Come forward, we're gonna go into a twist, okay? So we've got the left leg forward, right leg back. Look at your big toe. Your vision stays really above your big toe when you start. Your back heel is lifted, your hips are forward. Good, just take your hand on your low back, it should stay nice and level. Good, and take your right arm across, hooking it on the outside of the knee. Look at your big toe, then maybe bring your palms together, rotate the ribs around the spine, keep looking at your big toe, and then finally turn your head. So everything is compacting in, right? The hips, breathing. Very nice. Take another breath, inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands to the earth. Walk your back foot in just a little bit, and then step forward, bring more weight into the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, hands can slide up your legs a little bit. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Take your hands to the root of your thighs and press all the way up. And once you arrive, roll your shoulders. Good, other side. Left leg comes up into tree. Arms come up. Hands can also be at the hips, that's all cool. Drop the tail, lift the front of the pelvis, keep it all organized. Beautiful. Keep your arms up, or they could also come to your heart. Bring the knee up and step back into warrior one. Heel turns into the mat, center of the mat, toes turn slightly out.
Beautiful. Come into your beautiful warrior one. Good for the outer hips here. Working the outer hips. These guys down. Perfect. Now spin your back heel up. Bring your palms to your heart. Go forward. And then looking at your big toe, your front foot. Good. Take your hand to your low back. Feel it. Should stay nice and level. And take your left hand across, or it could just be on the top of the leg. There you go. Maybe the back hand comes to touch, and you turn now. Maybe go a little deeper. Maybe that back foot can go back a little more. Good. Again, wringing out the organ bottom. Very nice. Take another breath. Inhale. On the exhale, plant the hands on the ground, and please step the front leg back to downward facing dog. Good. Maybe walk your dog a few little blocks. Good. Keep the sitting bones up though. Don't drop the sitting bones. Don't sink into the wrist. Take the weight forward into the palms. Get a nice stretch to the hands. Relax your head. Beautiful. Good. Now take your knees to the earth. And just sit back onto the heels for a moment. Now let's take our knees a little wider this time. Take the tops of the feet down. And then bring your elbows onto the mat. Clap your hands together. And bring the thumbs behind your head, your palms behind your head to the base of your neck. Like namaste hands. Fingers pointing towards your sitting bone. Walk your elbows forward. And feel as your elbows go forward, the armpit area carves in. Like you could hide one of those Easter eggs in your armpit. That means your shoulders are working well. Same idea for downward dog. Don't puff your shoulders, armpits. Your armpits moving into the body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Very nice. Now put your hands on the ground and pull yourself up and come to sitting on the ground. Yeah. If you'd like your little block to sit on, you're more comfortable in your low back and sit on something, or just sit straight on the ground. You'll know because your back will round out like a potato if it's not you're not situated in the right place. Okay, so you want to be sitting tall. Good. Take your right leg across. Actually, bring it in. Let's just do this right now. Just pull it right in towards the groin. Okay. Stretch your left leg straight. Take your hands around your shin and lift up tall. Push the left leg firmly down so you grow taller than the spine. Beautiful. Good. Now take your right hand behind you. Your arms are a little short for your long body, then have a little block. And then you're going to take your left arm up, breathe in. And as you exhale out through the mouth, either hugging the knee or taking the elbow across. If your shoulders are tight, hug the knee and lift up. And then again, turn and rotate the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And maybe eventually the head turns to look over your shoulder. Bringing out tension. Perfect. Good. Now inhale, come back. Very nice. Now if this might work for you, it might not. First of all, if you all handle this, take the leg across. It's a little deeper, right? And maybe rolling onto the left side, bend the left leg. So this leg's a little higher now. You gotta drop this right sitting bone down. Yeah, it's gonna be a little extra work for that guy. Good, perfect. Good, take your right hand behind you. Lift up with your left arm, get tall, get long, grow tall. Take a full big breath in. As you exhale, turn to the right. There we go. You can continue to walk your backhand more to the left. Now try to soften on the exhalation, don't tense. And maybe you can work from softening the eyes first. As the eyes soften, the breath softens. Ardha Matsyasana. Half Lord of the Fish pose. Beautiful. And then come back to center. Beautiful. Stretch that leg out. Bring the left leg in. Sometimes I take my hand behind my knee, I move the ligaments a little wider so I get really more space there, and then I can pull my heel closer towards its own sitting bone. This is where you might need a block. Blocks are your friends. They're not meaning you can't do yoga, you're a beginner. Advanced yogis use blocks. They get you deeper into the posture. You can stay longer. Take your hands to your shin, lift up tall. Get that right leg to stretch long into the wall with your foot. Take your left hand behind you. Reach up with your right arm, breathe in. And as you exhale out through the mouth, turn to the left. Maybe hug the knee, or maybe take the elbow across. Breathe in. With the even flow of the breath. Quieting the mind. I saw a great t-shirt that said, yoga's an inside job. I really wanted that t-shirt. So true. Okay, now come back to center. Take that leg across. Keep it there if you need to. You want to push all your weight into the foot, right? So the big toe mound touches too. You almost like stand up. And then bring the back leg back. If you like. This sitting bone might be a little tight in this area, your outer hips, that's okay. As long as there's no pain, take your hands around your shin. Take your left hand behind, take a big breath, inhale. As you exhale out through the mouth. One of the few times we breathe out through the mouth in classical yoga, yeah? And turn to the left, massaging the organs. Good for the liver, the kidneys, the gallbladder, the stomach organs. Bring flexibility into the spine and an unwinding tension. A couple more breaths. Very nice, good. And then inhale, come back. We're going to take that leg out, stretch both legs out. Perfect. And we'll just finish before we come down onto our back with a little Baddha Konasana, bound angle to open those inner groins. We worked on the outer hips today, and we'll just make sure we're balanced. So we're going to bring the feet together. I usually sit on something because this one I find quite challenging. Those adductors tend to be a little tight, and I'm pulling my heels towards my groins now. My knee, don't worry if your knees are high. Sometimes just how the hip joint is put together. Good. And then use your arms to pry your inner thighs apart. There you go. Yeah, this is a nice stretch, those inner groins, inner thighs. So for some people, their knees are already on the ground. If you're one of those people that this is nothing, I want you to lift your knees up a bit and build a little strength. Your knees are up, then you build flexibility by pushing the thigh bones down, not knees. And then maybe your hands can come a little forward as you let the whole torso fold over the pelvis. Think of downward dog here in the spine. You're not rounding your back, it's not a turtle. And then the vision would go forward, neck is long. Spreading and opening the groins. Releasing the pelvic floor, if it's tight. Pushing the heels together to get a little deeper into the outer hips. Walk back up. And then see if you can just take your hands onto your feet and pry the soles of your feet to the ceiling. Yeah. Yeah, keep the outer edge of your foot, the pinky side of your foot pressing together and spread the inner foot. This will get it a little deeper into the inner hip. If you can, see if you can take your hands behind you and do the same work without the assistance of the hands, right? Oh, that's juicy. Breathe. So right now, you might be feeling it anywhere, but probably in your inner thighs, your inner groins. Let that sensation of that stretch, let that pull you in. So it's that connection to body that pulls us in, right? This out of this physical world, and we move in through our body to the koshas, into layer upon layer upon layer to our true self. Good. Now hold your knees and bring them up. Lovely. And then please come onto your back. Let's roll down. Unless you've got a back issue, please do not roll. Just use your forearms. Otherwise, put your hands behind your legs, or if you're feeling strong arms in front, pull your abdominals towards your back waist. Breathe in, relax your throat. Don't do it with your throat, and come all the way down one vertebrae at a time. Relax your face, roll down. Once you're there, stretch your arms straight out and stretch your feet. So you're coming in, big body stretch. Arms overhead, legs straight. Beautiful. Couple breaths here. Very nice. Good, nice. Now bring your feet, so your feet are on the ground, your knees are bent. Now we're just gonna do a half happy baby. Right leg up. I'm gonna hold on to the outer foot. You can also cup your hand on the inner foot. If you can't reach, grab your little strap or put your hand behind your knee. Put your head's off the ground, and chin tilted back, put a block under your head. Good. Pump this like you're pumping up your bicycle. Tire this one flat on your big bike ride. Pumping energy and heat into the hip and fluid, right? Synovial fluid. And then if you can, only if it feels good in your low back, stretch your left leg out and reach your left arm over your head. Good. Press into your imaginary wall with your left foot. Reach your left fingertips long, draw your front ribs down, and pump your right thigh towards the earth as your shin is vertical to the ceiling. Very nice. Bend your left leg. Bend your right foot back to the ground. Feel symmetry in the body for a moment. And then pick up the left leg, half happy baby, holding the outside of the edge of the foot. So the foot is flat to the ceiling here, okay? Pump it a few times, getting that synovial fluid into the hip joint. Perfect. Perhaps stretch your right leg straight out. If your foot ends up off the ground, just bend the leg, okay? Take your right arm up. Palm is facing the ceiling. Only if your shoulder allows. Stretch your right leg as best you can. Stretch your right arm over your head. Half happy baby. Beautiful, very nice. Bend your bottom leg. Lower with assistance your top leg back to the earth, your left leg. And now take your knees nice and wide, your feet nice and wide, and let your knees shift back and forth. Back and forth, left to right, right to left. Perfect. Now just to unwind some residual tension in the body, stretch both legs out. And then pull the right knee in towards the chest area, towards the outer ribs, really working with the ascending colon here. Apanasia. Very nice. Relax the hip flexor, the top of the leg. And then with the left hand on the outside of the right knee, guide it across to the left. Right palm can turn up and you could look to the right. Keep your right shoulder imprinted. And you're stimulating the colon here, the right side of the colon, the ascending colon. So the E2A Easter eggs, this is your pose. Beautiful. Very nice, good. Now draw the right knee back, slide the heel along the ground, pull the left knee in, the descending colon. It's like a little horseshoe. The transversal colon runs at the top, right? And then massaging into that area. So the knee goes in the direction of the left armpit. It's a little wider. Right leg is extended. And then the right hand will gently take the leg across the body so the sitting bones lift. The left sitting bones will lift off the ground. The left arm can go into a cactus or straight out to the side like a T, and turn your head away from your knee. Breathe. Yoga Chitti Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is a cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. I encourage you to just want to work on a home practice. Pick 2 or 3 poses you like and just do them for 5 minutes each. You'd be shocked at how that changes your perspective throughout the day. And then you start adding on because it feels so good. Very nice. Now come back onto your back. Very nice. Bring both feet on the ground, knees to the ceiling. Lift your buttocks off the ground so it's really down. Put your hands to your body flesh and roll it down towards your heels. So you feel your low back length. Keep all of that length. Take your arms into little cactus arms. The forearms are facing each other, the palms face each other, and lift the back of your chest off the ground. Lift your shoulder blades off the ground, tuck your shoulder blades in, and then lower the upper back. Lower the right forearm, left forearm, slide the right heel out, left heel out. Try not to change anything unless it feels awful. Let your toes fall out. Relax your vision into the back of your skull, as if your eyes are heavy, as if someone put pebbles onto your eyelids. Relax your temples. Relax the tongue into the lower jaw. Let it just soften down into the lower jaw. Relax the front of the throat into the back of the throat. To the back of the skull, back of the shoulders, back of the pelvis, back of the hands, and the heels touching the earth. 9 point. Let your hands relax. Let your thumbs kind of wiggle a little bit. When the thumbs are tense, the brain is active. So it's almost like the hands are slightly curled in the fingers. And then just let your breath go. Stay for a minute or so. And I do offer you, if this is the pose you want to end the class and then stay here for another 10 minutes, that would be amazing, because this is the pose. This is the big pose. This is it, Shavasana. Your body settle into the earth. Relax your face. Let go of any holding. Go to your name, your occupation, your material belongings, and just be with yourself. Lovely. Slowly start to stretch your arms over your head. Stretch your toes long. Good full body breaths. Good. And then bending one leg at a time. Pull your knees to your chest, please. And then roll over onto your right side, away from the heart. Take a moment there before you come up. Once you're up, come up into a sitting position. Bring your head up last so that the brain comes up last. And then sit quietly the way we started. Sukhasana, easy pose. Sit tall. I wanted to finish with a poem. It's by actually St. Francis of Assisi. You can substitute the word God for anything that is your higher source. God, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me so love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. Please join your palms together at your heart. Take your fingers slightly forward, push your thumbs to your heart, open your chest. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, bow towards your heart. Forever expanding heart. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you be safe from all danger inside and out. And may you be at peace and content. Namaste. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day today. And don't think we went too far over. And it was wonderful seeing all of you. And if you see the recording, I love it. And I'm teaching again on the 20th, 4 p.m. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How are you all? Oh, wow, look at that. Hillary, Susanna, Vivian, so nice to see you guys.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful Easter, and I hope you're doing your yoga. And all you have to do is pick a pose, and, you know, 1 or 2 a day, it makes such a difference.
Thank you.
And if you want anything, any particular class you want, just give me an email and I'll put it together. Okay? Namaste.
Namaste. Happy Easter.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Don't forget your Easter eggs. You can take one with you. Gotta have a little fun, right? Can't be too serious.